So welcome back after a short break. With regard to the prodrugs, enalaprilat, enalapril, you all know very well about the prodrug. Two drugs are prodrugs. What is pharmacodynamics? It is the mechanism of action of the drug, bioavailability, everything are all pharmacokinetics. Therapeutic index is a marker of the safety of the drug, I think a very easy question. First pass metabolism will typically occur whenever you are taking a drug orally, as all of you know very well. Now lithium is a drug which basically requires frequent monitoring, is what need to be remembered. Now what does area under time and plasma concentration curve, AUC curve, what does it basically indicate? It indicates the parameters like clearance and bioavailability are the two things which decide and judge the AUC, basically area under the curve. This question requires a small correction. Actually our data operator guy made both A and B become independent, but it is the rate of elimination of the drug is, we asked about first order kinetics. The rate of elimination is directly proportional to the serum drug concentration. So the option B should be converted into dependent, and then no, the answer becomes C. Elimination of the drug is proportional to the serum concentration, not A. The answer becomes C. That's what we need to change. Now after how many half-lives? After how many half-lives will the steady state concentration is basically achieved? It takes about 4 to 5 half-lives before the steady state concentration is achieved, is what you need to remember. What are orphan drugs? Orphan drugs are those drugs which are being discovered to treat the rare diseases. Suppose you discovered a drug for treating prion disease or the Creutzfeldt-Jakob, then that new drug become the orphan drug. Gentamicin doesn't require the drug monitoring, but sulfonamides, cycloserine, in some cases of intoxication, metformin, they all basically require the drug monitoring, is what need to be remembered. Depoprogesterone, it is both subcutaneous and also intramuscular route by which it is being administered. Okay doctor, give me one confident answer for this question. Who will give me the correct answer? Autosomal recessive disorder, GP2B3A platelet receptor problem is there, which lead to decreased platelet aggregation. What is this disorder called as? Who will give me the correct answer? GP2B3A deficiency is called which disorder? G1B deficiency is basically called which one? Everybody correctly answers by saying Glanzmann, which is correct. 1B is Berndt-Sollier. Now domperidone, pheneldiazepam, metoclopramide, they are all fundamentally acting on the dopamine receptors as the agonists, is what need to be remembered. Now it is the hydralazine, isoniazid, procainamide, they are all acylated. How is phenytoin basically metabolized? Anuja answered it as Berndt-Sollier earlier question, but Berndt-Sollier is 1B, where von Willebrand factor and the receptor on the platelet 1B, that is problematic in Berndt-Sollier. Yesterday we have discussed Glanzmann, Berndt-Sollier, everything. It is available in the video library of yesterday's videos on the free channel. You can review, doctor. Now coming to the phenytoin, it is metabolized in the liver into 5-phenyl-hydantoin, which is basically a para-hydroxylation reaction, is what need to be remembered. Now coming to beta blockers. Oh, you answered it for 1B, that's good, that's good. I thought it was for 2B, 3A, okay. Now beta blockers, you can't use if there is already AV block, it will worsen. There are some contraindications for beta blockers, like somebody who had bronchial asthma, AV block, peripheral vascular disease, where you don't want, you need to be careful to administer beta blockers. Whereas angina pectoris, MBP, glaucoma, tremor, cardiac arrhythmias, atrial fibrillation, there you can use, there are the indications for the beta blockers. Even MI, adding beta blocker ACE inhibitor is known to improve the ultimate prognosis in the case of the MI, is what need to be remembered. Diabetes and also hypertension, it is the ACE inhibitor which is considered to be the antihypertensive of choice. Okay, doctor, give me one confident answer. How many number of bacteria in a clean catch specimen? You call it as UTI. Who will give me the correct answer? How many number of bacteria on the clean catch basically defines UTI is my question to all of you. Very good. Manu, everybody is saying it has 10 to the power of 5 bacteria per ml is correct. There is an intact skin, but tearing of the subcutaneous tissue makes it a contusion, is what need to be remembered. And what are the injuries which are called grievous? Emasculation, permanent privation, permanent disfiguration, fracture dislocation of a bone or a tooth. They are all the classical examples under section 320 of Indian Penal Code. Abrasion collar, bullet entry point. Abrasion collar is typically seen in the case of the bullet injuries. Both skin and subcutaneous tissue, if it is ruptured, then you basically call it as a lacerated wound. Differences between laceration, contusion, incision. You must know the differences. Any forensic book, you have the differences table, which is the favorite question of the examiner. Police inquest is requested in all, not in dowry death. In dowry death, what do you basically order for, doctor? We order for magisterial inquest. Custodial death, death due to police firing on the agitators, death in the prison, death in the psychiatric hospital, they are all magisterial inquests are basically ordered, is what need to be remembered. Similarly, dowry deaths, exhumation, they all require the magisterial inquest. Before 7 years, the child is not treated to be responsible for the crime. After 7, he will be sent to Borstal home. Inquest in dowry death is basically magisterial. Exhumation, when you can do in India? In India, anything is possible. You can release a NEET notification, after that you can cancel the NEET, or if required you can conduct the NEET. So in exhumation is possible, there is no limit time limit nahi hai exhumation ke liye, is what need to be remembered. Very favorite question of the examiner. Then inquest for a custodial death, how do you basically carry on? It is the magistrate inquest, as what we have already discussed. Shoot me an answer, doctor. Spotter, which is the shortest AP diameter in the pelvis? Who will give me the correct answer? Which diameter is the shortest anteroposterior diameter? It is the obstetrical conjugate. Very good. Obstetric conjugate between sacral promontory and the midpoint of the symphysis is basically the shortest one, is what need to be basically remembered. It is the fovea centralis, where the visual acuity is very high because of the maximum number of cones. Superior oblique is supplied by the trochlear, the fourth cranial nerve. What is the axial length of the eyeball, doctor? It's well known that it is 24 millimeters, 22 to 26. Medial value is 24 millimeters, 2.4 centimeters. If you change 1 millimeter eyeball length, it will increase 3 diopters myopia. Big eyes have myopia, chota eyes have hypermetropia, as already you know. The blind spot of Marriott is basically the place where you find the presence of, where is it located, doctor? It is that part of the optic disc which is where the vision is not perceived, the blind spot. What is the depth of anterior chamber is the important question. It is around 2 to 3 millimeters is the typical depth, 2.5 millimeters. Then give me one confident answer. What is the most common cause for the female infertility? I mean female causes of infertility. Who will give me the correct answer? What is the most common cause of the infertility among the females? Overall cause. Dr. Sarigama proposed PCOD, so also Sumati. Dilip and Manu says TB. Vizag says pelvic inflammatory disease. In this era of antibiotics, unlikely. Vijayawada also proposes pelvic inflammatory disease. But I have a different answer. I propose endometriosis is the most common cause of the female infertility, is what need to be remembered. If you differ, show me the reference that you have. But endometriosis is the most common cause. PCOD with anovulation is also a possibility, but we will check that. Now, 1 millimeter rise of the diameter of the eyeball makes it a myopia of about 3 diopters is what need to be remembered. It is the anterior surface of the cornea where the maximum refractive power is classically found. What is the normal pH of tears? We don't pass acid in our tears. All our tears taste very alkaline, is what need to be remembered. Hyperacusis is seen whenever there is a Meniere's, head injury, acoustic injury to the ear. Not in the case of the otosclerosis, is what need to be remembered. In otosclerosis, what do you have? Paracusis Wilsii. Now, Meniere's is deafness, tinnitus, and vertigo, as all of you know very well. Now, should be an answer. A mother who is angry at her husband yells at her children. What is this reaction called as? Defense mechanism called as? Displacement, reaction, formation, isolation, or regression? What is your answer, doctor? Very good. I know all of you will correctly answer. Sarigama, Anantapur, everyone say correctly. It is basically displacement. Hospitalized 10-year-old begins to wet his bed, which he already lost that habit earlier, is a regression.